Everyone, welcome to Michigan Magazine. I'm Barry Stutzman. Glad you could join us as we hit those Michigan backroads. Wonderful place to be. On today's show, we're going to be bringing you a backstage pass to a place called Mole in the Ground Studio, where dulcimers and sweet sticks are made from the forests of Wolverine, Michigan. We're headed into the wilderness to see how this two-man operation makes a uniquely Michigan product. The Michigan backroads are lifelines of Michigan's creative people. Whenever you get off the beaten path, far away from the tourist traps, you'll begin to discover the spirit of Michigan, a spirit like no other, steeped in the four seasons, hardy connoisseurs of nature's extremes, lovers of all that is natural and sacred. Each week, Michigan Magazine takes you there to meet the people of the Mitt. In the waning hours of summer, we look back and discover that we've met many new friends and learned new things about the state. We've discovered and gathered more unique stories to share with you than we set out to, with dozens more still to explore. Our museum will soon be closing our doors for the 2011 season, shortly after our annual Civil War encampment coming up September 16th and the 17th. It's been another active season. Coming up next week, we'll start to spotlight the amazing artists that took part in some of our past events, like this year at the museum, from jewelry artists.
Park from Alpena.
From Alpena. That's a beautiful area right there
in
Thunder Bay.
It is.
But you do some wonderful work here. You've got
Thank you.
Beautiful jewelry here. Tell us a little bit about what you got here on display.
Well, most of it are beads. We also do lapidary work.
Lapidary is what?
We take the big stones and cut them into slabs, and then we take and shape them into different things. Like this here, this is one of our stones that we cut and polished.
Do wooden toy makers?
I make scale model vehicles, aircraft, logging equipment, AG, whatever really catches my eye when I'm going down the road. If I like something, I always carry a camera with me and I'll take pictures. And then I just look at the pictures and go from there and start designing. I also donate toys to the Lady Auxiliary of the Eagles, Fraternal Order of Eagles. They take toys around to families that are a little less fortunate at Christmas time. I also donate to the U.S. Marine Corps Toys for Tots program.
And chainsaw artists. Why a chainsaw? Why this sudden obsession? Could we call it an obsession?
Well, for me it was at an early age, just kind of like, you know, I was infatuated with, you know, motor, you know, power equipment and stuff like that. You know, we lived in a wooded area and stuff, and firewood was always a thing that we needed to harvest in the spring and fall and whatnot. And I thought, well, you know, I heard telltale of other people carving things with the saw, and I always wanted to do something kind of, you know, in the carving realm, but I thought, what better tool than to try them with the chainsaw. So.
We've also discovered that more and more Michiganders are turning to growing and buying fresh produce locally, like our friends at PK Quick Produce, who regularly set up during our museum events.
We have fresh Michigan cherries, picked right out of Travers.
Oh, no kidding.
We have banana peppers, jalapenos. We have sweet corn, watermelon, zucchini, cabbage, just a little bit of everything.
Oh my goodness.
And everything is all from Michigan.
Also coming up on today's show, we check in with our geocaching guru, Andy Head Hard Hat Smith, as he scours the countryside in search of amazing treasures in another GeoSnippets. Hold on tight for another journey onto the Michigan backroads as we bring you another edition of Michigan Magazine.